do this. Because we're all okay. Let's start on our backs. Go ahead and just lay on down. And as you lay down, just get as big as you can. Take up as much space as you can. It might feel good to actively stretch. Or if you just want to more passively relax, kind of make the shape of a starfish on the ground, might feel good. Take a few big deep breaths as you just relax here or move a little bit. So just on your own, big, huge inhales and open mouth sighs, at least 3 of them. And then eventually come into constructive rest pose. Feet on the ground with your knees bent. Feet nice and wide. And just let your knees fall in towards each other. They can either touch or they don't have to, it doesn't matter. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And close your eyes. Start to slowly come into your enjoiiii breath. So inhale all the way down, expand every single part of your torso. So not just the front of your body, but the sides and the back. And exhale, feel everything hug back in. At the very bottom of your exhale, your belly button draws towards your spine or draws down towards the ground. Then you feel that connection to your center. So just a couple more rounds of enjoiiii breath. See if you can hear it as it flows. And then keep your enjoiiii breath going. Either tee out your arms or cactus your arms against the ground. Your feet should already be nice and wide. And with your breath, start your windshield wipers. So exhale over to one side with your knees. Inhale through center. And exhale over to the other side. So start to make this like a meditation in motion. Lots of awareness. Feel into your low back, feel into your hips, and really use your breath to guide this simple movement. Take one more round or finish the round you are on. And then come back to center, come back to neutral. And bring your feet hips width distance apart. And lift your feet up off the ground. So reverse tabletop, shins parallel to the ground. Bring your hands behind your head and interlace your fingers. Activate your feet, so flex, point, or float through your toes. Take a great big inhale here. And then as you exhale, right elbow towards your left knee and extend your right leg forward. Draw your low belly down. Inhale, come back to center, reverse tabletop, relax your head into your hands. Exhale, left elbow to your right knee, left leg extend, pull navel to spine, draw low belly down. Inhale back to center, so just super slow motion bicycles. Exhale, right elbow towards left knee. All the way to empty, pull your belly button down, inhale through center. Relax your head into your hands. Exhale, left elbow, right knee. Pull belly down all the way to empty. Inhale, center. One more time, each side. Exhale, twist all the way to empty. Use your big deep breaths. Don't pull on your neck. Inhale, come back to center. Reverse tabletop, active feet. Exhale, other side. Last one. Inhale back to center. Now pause. See if you can extend your legs straight up towards the ceiling. Reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Draw your low belly down. See if you can lift your tailbone and reach your toes even higher so your tailbone tucks and you lift. Only if you can, take little pulses. Pulse, pulse. So lifting your tailbone. Pulse, pulse. Reach your fingers higher. Relax your face. Pulse for 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring your feet to the ground with your knees bent. All right, feet together, knees apart. And just let your knees relax out to both sides. If this hurts your low back at all, try scooting your feet a little further away from your upper body. You could also use something underneath the outside of your thighs or knees to support you here. Big deep breaths down into low belly, down into pelvic bowl. If it would feel good, maybe just the most gentle bounce of your knees up and down. Take one last breath here. And then lift your knees up, draw your knees in towards your belly, take a little rock from side to side. Let's neutralize our spine with a happy baby pose. So grab hold of your feet if you can. If that's too much, grab ankles, shins, or the backs of thighs. Hold down with your arms, press up through your heels. And we'll rock a little bit if you want to. So we're going for a nice neutral spine rather than rounding our back. Breathe. If you want, you can imagine you have a bow and arrow. Pull one leg in as you extend the other, and then switch. Kind of fun. All right, my friends, from your happy baby, hug your knees in and start to rock and roll forward and back a few times. So engage your core, little tiny potato bug ball as you rock forward and back. You might even find a little bit of hover time on your upper back or on your sit bones. Play around. Eventually rock up, cross your ankles, and roll over your feet. Tabletop position, hands and knees. You can crawl backwards if you need to, so you're nice and centered on your mat. And then from tabletop, whatever would feel good. Cat cows, circle your hips around. Child's pose. And if you've lost enjoiiii breath, now is a great time to bring it back. So slow, steady, spacious breaths. Good, everybody. And then in your next couple of rounds, let's just find our way back to a downward facing dog pose. So as you are ready, curl your toes under, lift your knees and lift your hips, down dog. Once you're in your dog pose, walk it out. And feel in your down dog your connection to your center, to your strong core. All right, my friends, couple more rounds in your down dog. And then from your down dog, we're actually gonna find our way to the back of our mat. So whenever you're ready, just slowly crawl your hands all the way back until you're in a forward fold at the back of your mat. Bring your feet mat width distance apart. And then bring your toes out wider than your heels. So your toes might even come off of your mat. Low yogi squat. So bend your knees and let your butt move towards the ground. If at all possible, heels stay on the ground and see if you can pick up your toes, spread them apart. Try not to roll onto the inner edges of your feet. Hands at your heart center, or I like to make two fists and press them together. See if you can experiment with cat cows. And it's really hard, so it might feel more just like a tilt of your pelvis or like opening and closing through your shoulders. But play around with it, explore it, feel it, breathe into it. Couple more breaths. All right, friends, bring your fingertips down, lift your hips up. Heel toe your feet in until they're hips width distance apart. all of your toes face directly forward. Halfway lift position, stick your butt out, press back through the tops of your thighs. Exhale, bow and fold. Do that again, halfway lift. See if you can feel your back muscles and your shoulder blades squeeze towards your spine. Exhale, fold. Now this time, take it all the way up. So through your halfway lift and then all the way to stand, arms to the sky, hands to heart, exhale. Flow for a moment, inhale, reach up. Exhale, back down slowly. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow and fold. Now press into your feet, rise. Inhale, arms to the sky. Hands to your heart, exhale. Again like that, inhale, reach up. Slowly dive down into your fold. As you breathe in, find a halfway lift position. Lots of length. Fold, exhale. And then all the way back up, one more time here, arms to the sky, inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. All right, this time, inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, chair pose. So sit back, weight in your heels to begin with. So sit back and feel your strong core. So if it feels like your core has let go, draw your belly button back towards your spine and feel a little more length in your low back, a little support through your middle. Heart lifts because you're squeezing the bottom tips of your shoulder blades towards your spine, but your core is still engaged. You are more than welcome to stay right here, perfect, or invitation, float up to your tiptoes and reach your arms back behind you. If you are on your tiptoes, now see if you can bend your knees a little bit more. Keep your heart lifted and squeeze your back muscles towards your spine. Stay on your tiptoes if you can. Next time you inhale, high mountain, so super, super tall. Maybe stay on your tiptoes, balance challenge, dive down, stick your butt out, feel your core engage. And fold, halfway lift, heels on the ground, now breathe in. From your halfway lift, plant your fingertips or your hands, like you're a four-legged animal, crawl your hands forward, lightly, gracefully. Come into a plank position. So plank pose, spread your fingers and push down. Take a little baby rock forward and back. If you want to, at any point, you can come to your knees to modify this posture. Take one more inhale, little rock forward. Strong arms, strong belly, lower slowly for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, peel your heart open, back bend of your choice. Take as much time here as you'd like. And then we're just going to meet in a tabletop position, hands and knees. Actually, for a moment, let's just sit back into a child's pose. So give yourself just a moment to rest, to breathe. If it would feel good, you can reach your arms back for embryo. Open mouth size, more than welcome. All right, now let's find tabletop position, hands and knees. Okay, spread your fingers really wide and push into the ground. Draw your belly button in and up, so you should feel already like there's support around your center. Take your right arm forward and your left leg back for a spinal balance. As you reach forward and back, keep the back of your neck long, keep your hips square. Take one more inhale, and then with your exhalation, slow motion, elbow to knee, curl in, round your back. Inhale, re-extend, long, strong, powerful. Exhale, elbow to knee, push into the ground with your left fingertips. Inhale, re-extend. One more like that. Exhale, curl in, hollow out. Inhale, reach. Now as you exhale, set your right hand down. Pivot on your right knee so your right foot comes to the outside of your yoga mat. Left arm to the sky, modified side plank. So if your tendency is to stick your butt out behind you, see if you can squeeze through this outer right butt cheek and press your hips forward a little bit more. Maybe reach your left arm forward. You can modify by setting your left foot down at any time. Otherwise, final option, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot, and then spread your toes as you kick, foot in the hand, pull hand back into foot, press your hips forward, let your heart open. Breathe, soften around the pose wherever you are at your personal fullest expression. Last deep breath. And then come slowly back to your tabletop position. From your tabletop position, we're going to set up a dolphin pose. So come down to your forearms, and if it helps, grab opposite elbows. That's how far apart you want your arms. Forearms parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide. Press especially through thumbs and index. Or you can modify by making a tripod with your hands, a little less intense. Relax your neck. Press into the ground with your forearms. So feel already your shoulders get really, really strong. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips. Dolphin pose. Relax your neck. Push into the ground with the belly of your forearms. Walk your toes as close to your elbows as you can. Try not to let your elbows drift apart. Keep pressing down through the belly of your forearms. If you want to, option 2, take your right leg to the sky. Use the strength in your right leg to lift you out of your upper body. We'll be here for 3 more breaths. If there's any way you want to play or explore, feel free. Keep hugging in with your upper arms. Keep pressing down through your forearms. Lift from your center. One more in breath. Stay as you exhale out your mouth. And then bring your right foot down, bring your knees down, screaming toe pose. So knees about hips width distance apart, toes are curled under, sit back onto your heels. If this feels like way too much, you are more than welcome to bring your fingertips to the ground in front of you and kind of lift your butt a little bit. But as best you can, weight goes back, hug in with your inner heels. If you have a toe injury, of course, be careful with this one. But this is really good for the plantar fascia, the soft tissue at the soles of your feet. So we're going to be here for about 3, 4, 5 deep breaths. Just relax your shoulders. If it would feel good, you can kind of take your head around. If it would feel good to you, you could even interlace your fingers behind you, take your head around. Keep hugging in with your inner heels. Don't let your heels drift apart. And if at any time you need to, you can come out of it early, or you can bring your hands to the ground, just take some weight off. Take one last deep breath. All right. Tabletop, untuck your toes and pitter patter tap the tops of your feet. Downward facing dog. And feel all that new awareness in your feet and your toes. Ujjayi breath, fire it up. All right. Great big inhale as you push the ground away into your down dog. This time, exhale, look forward, feet to the top of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow. And all the way up, great big full body stretch, breathe in. Hands to your heart, exhale. Couple half sun salutes, inhale, reach. Exhale, stick your butt out, reach your heart forward, dive down. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet all the way back up, arms overhead, breathe in and stretch. Exhale, hands to your heart. One more like that, so much awareness. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive. Inhale, lift. Lengthen halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow, Uttanasana. And then let's take it all the way back up. Last time here, reach up, inhale. Hands to your heart center, exhale. All right. Inhale, high mountain. And then this time, let's bring our hands behind our back, interlace. So once you've got your fingers interlaced, roll your shoulders back and down. Maybe even press your palms together if you can, a little bend in your elbows. Start to reach your hands back. And then with your fingers interlaced, we're gonna sit back into our chair pose. So weight in your heels, your core should still be engaged. So if your belly just let go completely, see if you can draw your belly button back towards your spine. Feel that brace around your middle. You're more than welcome to stay here or lift your tiptoes. With your heels off the ground, see if you can bend your knees a little bit more, get lower in your legs, wherever you're at. One last breath. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. Next, inhale, high mountain, so release your clasp. Extend your arms up. Woo, be playful. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you take your slow dive down, fold. Heels on the ground, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank or modified. Inhale, little baby rock forward, push the ground away and slowly lower, exhale. Back bend of your choice, curl open. And just for a moment, child's pose it out. So hips to your heels, forehead to your mat. Or if you need a drink like me, now's a great time for a drink. Not that kind of drink, just water. But you can do whatever you want since it's election day and you're at home. Okay, give yourself a couple more breaths. And then tabletop is where we will meet up. So once again, tabletop position, strong arms, spread your fingers, feel that brace around your middle. Back of your neck is long, sides of your neck are long. Left arm forward, right leg back, spinal balance, strong, powerful line from front to back. So as you're reaching, it shouldn't feel like your belly just let go. You should feel strong and integrated through your center. Take one more inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee like you're moving through molasses, slow motion. Inhale, re-extend, long, strong, and powerful. Exhale, elbow to knee, curl in, push down through your right fingertips. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Now moving into our modified side plank. Left hand comes down, pivot on your left knee, and then right arm up, open. So the tendency is to stick your butt out. See if you can squeeze to your outer left glute and press your hips forward. Open through the front of your hips and the front of your heart. Option to extend right arm forward, bicep next to your ear. So great place to stay. Or final option, bend your right knee, reach back and grab hold of your right foot. Once you've got it, gentle leverage to work your pose. So kick foot into hand, pull a hand back into foot, and see if you can let your heart look up more. See if you can let your hips open more. Take one last huge full body breath. And then ever so slowly release. Come back to your hands and your knees, your tabletop. And we will set up again for a dolphin pose. Come down to your forearms. If it helps you, grab opposite elbows. That's how far apart you want your arms. Relax your neck. Soften your face. Before you even go into dolphin, push down with your forearms so you feel your shoulders get strong. Then lift up. So you can bend your knees a lot and lift up to your tiptoes. Walk your toes as close as you can. Lift your hips as high as you can. Don't let your head touch and don't let your elbows drift apart. Option to extend your left leg at any time if you want to. Option to explore or play in your own way at any time if you want to. Keep pressing down through your forearms. Keep lifting from your strong center. And keep breathing. Last couple of rounds of breath here. Bring your left foot down. Bring your knees down. Guess what? Another screaming toe pose. Some people like this, some people hate this. So hips width distance apart with your knees and your feet. Sit back onto your heels. Hug in with your inner heels. If it's too much at any time, hands can just come down, take some weight off. If you have a block, you can bring your hand to a block. So just sit back. If you want to explore a little bit of movement with your head or your shoulders, feel free. We'll be here for about 3-4 more breaths. So allowing that heat to build in your feet and just send your breath down into it. Hug in with your inner heels. One last huge inhalation. And then out your mouth, release. Come forward to hands and knees, untuck your toes. Little pitter patter tap against the ground. And then back to your downward facing dog. All that awareness in your feet. Take one more big inhale. Push the ground away. Lift your hips high. Down dog. Exhale. Look forward. Step to toe or hop. Top of your mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale. Fold. Let it go. And let's take it all the way up to stand. Arms overhead. High mountain. Inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. All right, let's play with balance. So right foot is your foundation. Bring your hands to your hips and lift your left knee up. So keep your hips as level as you can. So notice, is one hip higher than the other, and try to even them out. Hug in with your inner thighs. Active through your left toes. Flex your toes back towards your shin. Start to open and close your knee. So open your left knee out, squeeze your outer left glute muscle, your medial glute, and then bring it back. Try not to sink into your outer right hip, so hug in with your right inner thigh. And then next time your knee opens, keep it there, tree pose, place your foot against your leg. So you could go for inner thigh if that's available, otherwise inner calf or inner ankle is perfectly fine. Press your leg into your foot into your leg, and start to grow your branches. Notice if you're sinking into your outer right hip, and press your right leg in towards your foot or in towards midline. Slow deep breaths if you want to explore a little bit of movement through your upper body. Challenge yourself, or even move with your gaze. You can close your eyes, feel free. Again, be playful. This is just a practice. And from tree pose, be playful. We're going to see if we can come into a half moon pose slowly. So you can watch me first if you want, or you can just go for it. So from our tree pose, I'm going to release my left foot and start to transition. Right hand towards the ground, left towards the sky. My hips are open. My left hip is stacked on top of right. If that didn't happen beautifully and gracefully for you, no big deal. Take 2 more breaths wherever you're at, working towards half moon if you're not there already. And then we're going to end up in a warrior 2. So see if you can land softly, bend your front knee and step back. Woo! Nice job. Take a moment to adjust if needed. Front knee tracks towards your pinky toe, shoulders stack over your hips. And then from here, reverse warrior. Keep the bend in your front knee, reach up, reach back. Lift your right rib cage up away from your right hip. You can take whatever variation you want with your back arm. Strong legs, long through your right side. Couple more rounds. Come back to warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Parallel your feet so all of your toes now are facing the long edge of your mat. Take your arms up, inhale. And then exhale, hinge at your hips. Dive down. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky. Be here for about 5 rounds. Anywhere you want to take it. Just notice if you've gone somewhere else in your mind. And invite yourself back into your body. Connect back to your breath. Last couple here. Next time you inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. And then slowly crawl your hands to the top of your space. So come back into a low lunge. So from low lunge, we're gonna move into a 3-legged down dog. So right leg all the way up and back. Open up your right hip, bend your right knee, peel it open. Squeeze through your outer right glute, your medial glute. Take one more inhale. Exhale, right knee towards your left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog, so you can open your hip again. Exhale, right knee, right armpit, aim high, push the ground away as you come forward. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, last one, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly. This time, inhale, 3-legged dog, square hips. Exhale, come forward. Your variation of plank to chaturanga, so you're more than welcome to bring your knees down if you want. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders back and down. For a moment, just child's pose it out, or embryo pose. Grounding breaths. Just notice whatever there is to notice. Flowing through you, moving through you. And try not to judge, just observe, just be curious. If you want, sigh it out. Downward facing dog. Great big inhale as you push the ground away. And then exhale, look to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release. Take it all the way up. Big full body stretch at the top. Hinge to your heart. Exhale. Okie doke. Balancing on our left foot. So hands to hips, lift your right knee. This side is so much harder for me. So you might notice the same. One side's harder, one side's easier, totally normal. Keep your hips as level as you can and start to open and close. So just like a hinge on a door with your hip. Your leg is the door, your hip is the hinge. Open, close. Try not to do funky things with your hips. Hips stay as still as possible. Feel what's called your medial glute on your outer right butt cheek. Squeeze as you open. And then next time you open, stay there and place your foot against your leg for your tree pose on this side. Once you've got your foot placed, you can grow your branches whenever you're ready. Keep pressing foot into leg, leg into foot, so everything is hugging in and lifting up. If you want to explore a little bit of movement or try moving your gaze around, feel free, challenge yourself, be playful. Notice if you tend to roll onto the outer edge of your foot. We're going to move into a balancing half moon posture. Woo! Slowly and gracefully as possible. I'm already falling, so no big deal if it's not slow and graceful, but just do your best Slow transition into your balancing half moon, left hand towards the ground or a block, right arm towards the sky. And then everything is nice and open. Your hips, your heart. Squeeze your outer left butt cheek. Woo! Breathe. Last couple of rounds wherever you're at. Half moon if you're with me. Strong back leg, active back foot. We're going to move into a warrior two. So bend your front knee and step your back foot back. Take a moment to settle and adjust. Shoulders stack over your hips. Track your front knee towards your pinky toe. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up and reach back. Keep the deep bend in your front knee. Breathe into your left side. Breathe into your left waistline. Right arm, your back arm is your choice. See if you can create more space in your left ribs, the space between your ribs. Last big, deep, spacious breath. And then come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Parallel your feet. Arms reach up, inhale. And then as you exhale, wide-legged forward fold, dive down. Oh, anywhere you would like to take it on this side. So you can go the same place or you can go somewhere totally different this time. All right, last couple of breaths. Exhale out your mouth if you want. Next time you breathe in, spinal extension, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need. Crawl your hands forward, low lunge. From your low lunge, three-legged down dog, left leg back and up. Open up your left hip. Bend your knee, squeeze your outer left butt cheek, that medial glute again. That pesky little thing. It's really hard for us to engage for some reason. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale back up, open your hip. Left to left, aim for your armpit, exhale. Inhale back up. Open your hip one more time here, and then exhale, knee to your nose, round, hollow out. Inhale, square hips as you reach your left leg up, and then exhale, rock forward. Your variation, chaturanga. Heart lifts with your in-breath, take your time. Downward facing, or excuse me, let's just take a child's pose. Or an embryo. Open mouth sides. Really nice job, you guys. All right, let's come up to a tabletop. And let's take thread the needle. So bring your knees about hips width distance apart or a little bit wider. And only if you want to, you can get out your left leg. So you do not have to. You're welcome to. It's like a half wide-legged straddle. So toes face forward, sole of your foot presses down. Right arm out and up. Inhale. Exhale, thread your right arm through. Reach, 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 and then come down to rest. Outside of your shoulder and your head on the ground. In about 5 breaths, work this however you want to. Soft forehead, soft jaw, last couple rounds. If your left hand is lifted, bring your left hand back down. Unthread your right arm, reach it out and all the way back up. And right hand down, pick up your left foot. Even if you didn't have it extended, reach your left leg back. Left toes off the right edge of your mat. Pull your hips to the left and gaze back over your right shoulder. And breathe into your long left side. Come back to tabletop. And then from here, we're going to move into a box pigeon today. If you want a regular pigeon, that's fine. But invitation to just bring your right knee towards your right wrist and kind of sit over onto your right outer butt cheek once you get it there. And then once you're sitting on your right outer butt cheek, arrange your hips so that your front shin is pretty close to parallel with the front edge of your mat. And this back leg can do whatever feels good. So it can be extended more, or this knee can be very bent, up to you. And then we're gonna think of sternum towards our right heel, flex these right toes. So lift your heart, hinge at your hips, think sternum towards your right heel, and then when you can't go any further, you can just relax. This is a pretty safe pose for your hips. So if you want to, you can explore what does it feel like if I walk my hands over to the right or over to the left. Just keep that flexion through your right foot and keep your right ankle strong so it's not pulling on your joints. If you want a more active variation, there's also the variation, if it's available, where you bring your right elbow to the sole of your right foot, hands to prayer, or I like to make a fist with my right hand, left palm presses into my fist. So you're kind of working a fold and, or excuse me, working a twist and a stretch in your right hip. And wherever you're at, give it about 4 or 5 more rounds. Open mouth side anytime. And then start to lift your upper body. And for a moment, we're just gonna play with the mobility in this back hip. So see if you can sit up tall and try not to use your hands unless you really need to. Lift your back leg, swing it around, and do that a few times. Try to keep your upper body as still as you can. It's obviously gonna move a little bit, but try to keep it nice and still. And if this isn't happening for you, you kind of need to use your hand to help it, that's okay. Feel the mobility in your left hip. Eventually, we're gonna bring our left leg around, and this is where we'll stay. You can adjust so that your right heel comes closer to your left glute, or if it feels better, right leg extends, you choose. Hug your left knee in and sit up really tall. Take your left arm up, sit up even taller, inhale, and then twist, left hand comes down, gaze over your left shoulder. Right arm is your choice. Breathe down into your belly. So if there's any variation you want to take with your right arm, feel free. Take just about 3 more rounds, working your twist with every single breath. And very end of your next exhale, unwind your upper body, uncross your legs, take them out in front of you, give them a little shake out, and then see if you can come into a happy baby pose, balancing on your sit bones. So you have to engage your core, lift your heart, pull back through your shoulders. Feel your core engaged to help you balance on your sit bones. If you want to get crazy, see if you can extend your legs like a wide-legged straddle, balancing on your sit bones. Take one more big in breath. As you exhale, cross your ankles in front of you, roll over your feet. You can either step back or jump back to a chaturanga with bent elbows. However you want to get there. Child's pose. If you want a down dog, feel free to take it. And then meet in a tabletop position, hands and knees. Moving into thread the needle on with our left arm. So if you want to, you could extend your right leg out, gate your right leg, or just make sure your knees are at least hips width distance apart. Left arm out, left arm up, breathe in. And then thread it through as you exhale. Oh. Anywhere you want to take it on this side. Breathe a lot into your back body. Take about 3 more rounds. And if you do happen to have your right hand lifted, set it back down. On an inhale, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up. And then exhale, left hand to the ground. Pick up your right foot, swing your right toes off the left edge of your mat. Pull your hips right, gaze back over your left shoulder and breathe. This should feel good. If you don't feel anything, see if there's some way you can adjust so that you're getting something more out of this posture. Should feel nice and juicy. Take one last breath. Tabletop. And then moving into our weird boxy pigeon. So left knee towards the back of your left wrist. And then you can just kind of sit over onto your outer left butt cheek. Once you're there, adjust your legs. So your front shin is pretty much parallel to the front edge of your mat. This back leg, you can feel around what feels best for you. Sternum towards your front heel, flex through your front toes. Hinge at your hips. Long through your spine as you dive forward. When you cannot lengthen anymore, then you can just relax into it. If you want to explore, go for it. And if you want to take that variation with your left elbow at the sole of your left foot, that twisted variation, you don't have to force it. But feel free to go there if you like. Oh, big deep breaths. Take about 4 or 5 more. And then we're gonna lift our upper body. So next couple of rounds, start to find your way back upright. And we'll play with that mobility in our right hip joint. So whenever you're ready, you can just start those lifts, swing it around, swing it around. Just checking out our time. I know I'm taking us to our edge. We got this. After a few times, you feel the heat starting to kind of build in that outer right, or not even outer, just your entire right hip. Once you're there, right knee outside of left thigh. We're gonna stay here. Grab hold of your knee and adjust as needed. So you might bring your left heel closer to your right butt cheek. You might extend your left leg forward. Hug your knee in, sit up tall. Right arm up, inhale, get taller. And then exhale, twist, right hand comes down. Gaze over your right shoulder. Breathe. Any variation you want to take with your left arm is welcome. About 5 rounds total. of your next exhale, take it all the way to empty, then unwind slowly. Uncross your legs, give them that little shaky shake. And then just like we did before for a moment, play with your balancing happy baby. Maybe turn it into a wide-legged straddle. And when you've had enough fun, you can hardly stand any more fun. Come all the way down onto your back. You can try rolling down. I guess that might be too much fun for you to handle, I don't know. But eventually down onto your back, happy baby on your back. Whoo-wee. Now for happy baby on your back for a few breaths. Just hug your knees in, tiny little potato bug ball. Lift your head, forehead towards your knees. Wrap your arms around your shins, big huge squeeze. And then release just like we began, like a big starfish. Extend your arms and your legs out for a moment. Big deep breaths. If you want, you can stretch actively from fingers down to toes. Find any finishing posture that you want to, anything that will finish off your practice for you. That's what I'm going to do today, just because why not? I'm just going to draw a card instead of read a quote. So, this is my favorite deck. It's called the Gaia deck. The Gaia Oracle deck. So as you guys are ready, you can just start your journey into your final relaxation. And if you have any intentions you want to toss out at me as I'm as I'm drawing our card, feel free to send them through the cyber waves. You can eventually just let your breath become effortless. Let your body give in. Okay, the card I drew is Ocean of Eternal Love. It says healing, creativity, and fertility. Ooh. So I will read it. And you can just drift off into Shavasana, take what works, leave the rest behind. It is said that love conquers all. This is especially true for you at this moment. Something is resolved and healed through love. What was previously barren now becomes fertile. A seed is planted and you are the co-creator. The conditions are favorable. The timing is right. A new creation awaits you. The birth of something new brings joy and excitement. The forever changing seasons of eternity turn their invisible wheel and a new cycle begins. A new image is born. The affirmation is love heals, love brings resolution, love conquers, love creates, and love is eternal. To feel into just the love that flows through you, the love that you don't have to earn. It's always there. It's what you're made of underneath it all. See if you can connect with that for these last couple of moments. Shavasana.
Take a deep breath in. And great big huge sigh. Let it go. And start to move slowly through your fingers, your toes. You might even rub your hands together really quickly, build some heat, and then press the base of your palms against your eyes or over your eyes. Just slowly start to come back. You can roll onto either side. Use the strength in your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation. The invitation to just bring your hands to your heart, close your eyes, bow your head to your own heart, and just acknowledge yourself for taking time in this crazy, chaotic world to slow down enough to just feel and connect with what's going on in your body, to connect with your breath. Thank you for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, my friends. Love you guys. Try to stay chill today.
Thanks,
Okay,
Katie.
thanks.
Thanks so much.
See you soon. Mwah.
Bye.